division.
It was only 4 names in the division. That was Jamal, Triple G, Jennebec, and the other guy. I'm forgetting this guy's name that's at 60 right now. I'm
Yeah,
forgetting. It's one other guy. Those were the only 4 names that was at 60.
yeah,
Oh, Jaime McGear, but Jaime McGear just moved up.
yeah. And that's later on Golovkin's career, because
Right.
even
Yeah,
when
he just moved up.
that was later on in his career, because even when he was dominating, there was really no names there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because like I said, Jaime McGear was there, and they was trying to make the Jamal Charlo fight with Jaime McGear, but they wouldn't make it.
Yeah,
Oscar would never make it.
yeah, yeah. And Oscar knew not to make that fight. Oscar wasn't stupid.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's nobody. I mean, and that could be one of the reasons why Jamel don't want to move up there because there
Mm-hmm.
is no big money fight. There's no big money fight outside of maybe Jennebec, and
Yeah, and
Jennebec is really not a big money fight. Nobody's really checking for Jennebec like that. So I
yeah.
mean, it's no big money fight. So that could be one of the reasons why Jamel is so hesitant to go on to 60
Or what if he just
because
skips 60 and goes 68?
I mean he could go to 68. It wasn't like the weight was too much for him. He was just
He,
in there with somebody. He was just in there with the best guy at the weight class, or
yeah,
considered to be the best guy at the weight class. So it's almost like he gotta get acclimated at the weight. So
yeah,
I think he can do well at 68. It's just a matter of working his way to the big fights. You can't just go in there and go to the big fight at that weight class. Like everybody said, oh, the champion moves up and fight the next champion. Yeah, you can do that for the most part, but when you skipping over a weight class, it gets harder to beat that next champion when you skipping over a weight class and going to the champion at a higher weight class.
yeah. If he does go to 68, who you think is a good introduction fight for him to come back to?
At 68, uh, I could see him getting in there with Boo Boo.
Is Boo Boo still
I
fighting?
could, yeah, he's still fighting. He didn't retire. He just quit against David Benavidez, but he ain't retire. I could see him getting there with Boo Boo. I could see him getting in there with um. I could see him getting in there with somebody like a Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is not a real big puncher like that. Um, Caleb Plant still has a gas tank issue. I can see him getting there with somebody like that. I can see him getting there with somebody like William Skull. William Skull is another one that's not a real big puncher. Um, to get him acclimated at the weight class. So it's a few guys he can get in there with.
I
Um,
mean, I would like to see, like, honestly, if he does come back, and let's say he comes back and he fights, if just for him to, like, you know what I'm saying, just get the ring rust off, I would see him in there with McCumbee. Throw him in there with McCumbee.
yeah,
Have
he can get in
have
there with
McCumbee
McCumbie.
get in there with, because he's gonna knock out McCumbee, but at least just for him to get the ring rust off, get him in there with McCumbee, and let him knock him out.
Yeah. Like I said, if he even if he get in there with somebody like Boo Boo Andrade, he ain't been he hasn't fought since he fought David Benavidez. So both of them have ring rust that they got to get off. So I think that's another good fight that he can have, that he could get acclimated at, and that's a fight that a lot of people wanted to see, and now we can probably get it. So
I'm
I
hope
think
I'm
I think
hoping
that's enough.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping he
I
come.
think
I'm hoping he come back. I'm hoping he come back soon because I've been wanting to watch him fight since the
Oh
Canelo
well,
Alvarez.
he got his fight is already well. Oh no, that's not his. That's
That's small.
Jamal fight is already scheduled. Jamal is fighting on the undercard of Caleb Plant. I gotta look. I think Jamel. I'm not sure if his fight is already signed. I gotta look it up. But I know Jamal fight is already signed. Jamal is going to be on the undercard of Caleb Plant, which is in July, I think. It's either June or July.
Yeah, yo man,
Yeah,
listen. If they go up there, bro, that's I mean, if he goes, that just makes the division more interesting as it goes, because it's now becoming, well, not becoming, it's became it more interesting. But now, like, Canelo really ain't got no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, oh, Canelo ain't got no more fight. It's to fight. It's to fight. Oh, he still got more. You know what I'm saying? He still got more. He's at 68. And if he looks good against this dude and then beats Caleb Plant like the way that they're planning to put him against Caleb Plant, then what's really the excuse?
mm,
Because there ain't really nobody else in the division like that. You beat everybody else.
yeah. But to the original question, who is the king of 54? I don't think it is a king at 54. I think it's wide open. Um, all of those guys right now that's at 54, outside of Bartram, I mean, like I said, that could have just been because that was Tim Zoo, the reason why Bartram looked the way he looked. But right now, Bartram is the only one that I say, okay, you know what, this dude might be a problem for everybody at 54. I don't think there is a king at 54.
He's
Jamel, if he comes
he's
back and he looks like the old Jamel, I mean, you got to say he's the king of 54 because he's the only one that hasn't lost to anybody in the ring outside of the Tony Harrison that he rematched and got a knockout victory in.
hmm
So I
I
would
mean,
have to say,
it's a good division to be at right now. To tell you the truth, it's a very good
yeah, I
division to
mean,
be at. So
yeah, that took over the money division from 47 because 47 was the glamour division, but now it looks like 54 is the glamour division right now because all of the big name fights is at 54. They're not at 47 right now.
yeah, I mean, they
So
need to. I don't know. I think the what's his name again? The guy who beat Tim Zoo.
Batrom,
Right. So it's him. He's the champion. It's Fandora, and who else is it?
that's
Virgil.
it.
And ain't Virgil champ?
Are you talking about champion?
Yeah. Ain't Virgil a
No,
champ?
no, no. It's Bartram. Is Bartram, Sebastian, and Boots. I mean, Bud. Right now, until he dropped the belt. Once Bud drops the belt, then
Who?
that belt is vacant. That belt is vacant, and then the person that can get elevated to that belt would be either either Virgil. No, Virgil's not the interim champion. I'm trying to think who's the interim champion for the WBO. Uh Oh, no. It's not. It's, hold up. No, Bud is the interim champion for the WBO. Bud has the WBA. Bud has the
Mm,
WBA. Who is the interim champion for the WBA? That's the question. Who's the because Sebastian got the WBC and the WBO. Batrom got the IBF. But the um the WBA is what Bud has, but there's an interim champion to the WBA, I believe. So
mm,
right now, if Bud drops that belt would be vacant. There's only two champions in the weight class.
okay. Well, I see it. I don't know. I can see. I can see. I can see what you're talking about. Like, imagine like that dude having the this because he's beat Tim Zoo. So like, you know what I'm saying. I could definitely see what you're talking about with him.
Yeah, but like I said, I think he can be beat too. It just maybe it's because it was Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo is more of a come forward fighter. Maybe if you fight somebody that's more of a boxer, um, I'm trying to think somebody that's not a come forward fighter. Somebody like Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas is more of a boxer puncher. He's not a come forward fighter. Now I'm not saying Xander Zayas beats him. I'm just saying that style of fighting. Um, if you have that style of fighting, they probably can beat him. Um, because it seems because he looks like a real big puncher. Like I said, I'm not going to say he's not because we know that Tim Tszyu can take a punch, and Tim Tszyu looked like he was getting beat up by by somebody much bigger than him. Like I never seen Tim Tszyu get manhandled the way he did, and I wasn't a big Tim Tszyu fan. I just never seen him get manhandled like that. Like
He
Tim
was out
Tszyu
to get
had
mollywopped.
nothing coming with him.
He was getting mollywopped out there. I was like, God
Yeah,
damn. Nah, I don't know, bro. It's a good division. I mean, I don't know. I stand behind what I said, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
that,
Fandora probably got him.
that's why I say Boots can go up. The version of Boots that we seen 2 Saturdays ago, I say that version of Boots can beat majority everybody at 54. From what
You know
I
what's
seen,
you know what's
he can.
scary is that he's not even filled out. I was like,
That's
Jesus
what I'm saying.
Christ.
Him getting bigger. You can he can be a lot more stronger. Now, I mean, of course, he's not going to be as fast as the heavier the weight gets, the slower he gets. Now he can still have the fast hand speed, but his footwork is not going to be as quick. His footwork not going to be as quick. He can still have the reflexes, still have the fast hands, but his footwork not going to be as quick. But the thing is, like I said, I could see Boots beating majority of those guys, if not all of them, at 54. The version that we saw 2 Saturdays ago.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We gotta see what he gonna do. Supposedly he might move up though.
Yeah,
He
I
might
mean,
just
I could see him moving up probably by the end of this year. By the end of this year, I can see him moving up if he doesn't get those fights with um, Mario Barrio and he doesn't get the fight with Brian Norman. I can see him say, you know what? All right, I'm done. I'm not waiting around for these dudes. I'm out.
yeah. I mean, well, because Brian Norman's really not like he's promoted by Top Rank, right? But he's like a co-promoted with Top Rank or something like that right now, right?
No, he signed. He ain't co-promoted by nobody. He signed the Top Rank. That's his promoting. That's the reason why he's fighting. I mean, if you look, all the guys that he fought since he's been right before he came champion, it was all top ranked guys. That's who he is. He's a top ranked guy. He don't have no other promotional company.
I think that's the best fight for him though. Like 47, like the best fight could
Well,
possibly be made.
it looks like it's close to being a done deal for the Jin Sasaki fight. It looks like it's almost close to a done deal. That fight is almost done. So it looks like he's going to Japan, which I believe,
take
which I
take his ass.
believe, I mean, from what I've seen from Jin Sasaki, if Brian Norman is himself, I think Brian Norman can stop Jin Sasaki. I don't see nothing from Jin that say, okay, Brian Norman got to worry about this guy. The dude he doesn't have great defense. I've seen this dude get hit multiple times from with clean shots.
Right.
Um, and Brian, I think Brian is a bigger puncher than anybody he has faced. I think Brian is a bigger puncher than him. So I think if Brian is fighting his fight and he is himself, because I'm not gonna say, I mean, you never know what happens when you go over to these other countries. Anything can happen. You can eat from a bad restaurant or something like that, and you know how they say back in the days, people would say, hey, they had to stay in their hotel because people was threatening to get food poisoning and all types of stuff. So, like I said, if he goes over there and he is himself, I think he could beat Jen Sasaki easy. Now, that being said, if he goes over there and he goes the distance with Jen Sasaki, do not be surprised if they rob Brian Norman. Do not be surprised.
I mean, There have, and I've covered it. I've said it before. He has these like weird, how do you say it, brain lapses. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't gotten a chance to really say it to his dad. Like he'll get these brain lapses where he's doing great in a fight, but then he'll, I don't know for what reason, he'll stop doing what he's doing and just sit there to try to get hit to fire something else back when he's doing great with the original plan he was doing. So it's like, I don't know, like he's good. I think he's good. I think he's really really good. But you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna fight a Boots and you're gonna be against the Boots on that level, you got to be perfect. Well, not perfect, but damn near perfect. So it's
Yeah,
it's a
I
weird
mean,
situation. But I think the kid got it. I think the kid can do it. I think definitely the kid can do it. If anybody can do it, it's definitely him.
yeah, and see that's what everybody said. They like, oh, Boots get hit too much. Brian Norman hits Boots with those shots. He's gonna stop Boots. But when have we seen Boots hurt?
Never. I don't think I've ever
Never.
seen that kid get hurt.
So who's to say that Boots don't have a granite chin? Everybody keeps saying we've seen him get hit with too many clean shots. Now some of these guys that hit him with clean shots are not weak punchers. Now I'm not saying that they don't have the power. They have the same power as Brian
Brian.
Norman, but I mean, Boots might just be a person that has a granite chin.
Yeah.
And I keep telling people a lot of times that we see Boots get hit, a lot of times he's rolling with those shots. So those shots are not getting the full effect. They might be what you consider a clean shot, but it's not having the full effect because he always rolling with it. So he does get hit with a couple of shots that might have the full effect, but are those big shots or are those weak shots? Who knows? I mean, we're not in the ring to find out exactly how hard those shots was. We just going for what we see. So,
Yeah.
but
But
if
even then,
Boots
when
get
people
hit by,
go ahead,
now I would just say
my
that
fault.
Brian Norman loads up on a shot and he hits Boots with a clean shot, he loads up and he hits Boots with a clean shot, and Boots take that shot. What
It's a
happens
long
next
night.
for Brian Norman?
That's a long night. Um, now he like being like I said, B Norman has those lapses where he'll get hit himself, and I've seen him get hurt because the dude that fought him for the championship hurt him. I think it was in like one of those rounds. He hurt him, and it was like, oh, he hurt him, but B Norman stormed back, and it's good. Like he got the heart and he has the skill. It's just it worries me because he does get hit a lot. Because even with the last dude he fought, he was getting hit a lot, and I'm like, bro, why are you sitting there getting hit for? What is going on?
Yeah.
So
I
it's
mean, we saw Brian Norman get rocked in the last fight when he
yeah,
had
that's what I'm saying.
when he rocked that dude. He went in to go try to stop him, and he got caught with two big shots, and he got rocked. I was like,
So
oh, now he's hurt.
what I'm saying? Like I'm a heavy supporter of the dude, and I think he can do it. That's one thing I damn sure can, like I'll say and I'll defend it. He can beat Boots, but he has to be sharp. He has to be
Well,
super sharp.
I'm. I mean, we believe he can beat Boots if he fights the right fight, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not.
they that's gotta hop in there and do it. They gotta hop in there and fight each other. They have to.
Yeah.
Like
So
I really,
I
I
mean,
really don't care for like anybody that fights Barrios. I really don't care because Barrios obviously is gonna lose the championship. It won't be now.
you know
It won't.
what? And I'm gonna go back on what I said because we said Brian. I mean, I was one of the ones that said I believe that Mario Barrio is the weakest link out of the champions. I gotta go back because I'm putting too much real estate into how he looked against Abel Ramos. Now Abel Ramos is a solid opponent. He's a solid opponent. Abel Ramos has a little bit of power. Um, but we see Mario Barrio go the distance with Keith Thurman. We see Mario Barrio get in the ring with Tank Davis. Do we believe that Brian Norman is better than those opponents? Do you think Brian Norman, skill wise and ring IQ wise, is better than a Keith Thurman or a Tank Davis? I don't know. I don't know.
Facts.
I think his power is probably up there with those guys. But do I think his ring IQ and his skill wise is better than Tank Davis or Keith Thurman? I don't know.
Right. But we're gonna wrap this show up today, guys. Thank you. Please like, follow, subscribe. You got my man D Free Unk. I don't know where he went to, but that's Grumpy Unk. Just ask Juan, and we out, y'all.
Peace.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.